Putting so much makeup on, you'd see how much I'm blushing.
Skylar Astin and Marcia Harden are here, gushing over their new CBS sitcom and each other. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Andrea Galecki, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got 10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5. Starting with Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen's ongoing rift. Sources confirmed to People that the supermodel has hired a divorce lawyer following months of tension between the pair. An insider tells People that Brady is trying to figure out what to do and has now hired one himself. Meanwhile, Mowry has filed for divorce from Cory Hardrict after 14 years of marriage. The actress announced the split in an Instagram post on Tuesday, saying these decisions are never easy. And as Angelina Jolie makes bold claims in court against ex Brad Pitt over their 2016 airplane incident, Hilary Swank is happy to share that she's going to be a mom.
And not just of one, but of 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe it.
And Kaley Cuoco is sharing fond memories of her past romance with Johnny Galecki.
Why can't all guys be like you?
Because if all guys were like me, the human race couldn't survive.
In an upcoming oral history of The Big Bang Theory, Cuoco admits that she had a very big crush on Galecki early on and recalls how she only had eyes for him. The co-stars dated from 2008 to 2010.
Are you asking me out?
Yes, I am. Asking you out.
Next up, the posts you've been following this week.
It's too much love in my Mississippi heart.
Too much love is losing all. Celebs are paying tribute to country queen Loretta Lynn, who died on Tuesday at 90 years old. Carrie Underwood called the legend irreplaceable. Plus, Christina Hall will no longer publicly share photos of her 3-year-old son, Hudson.
It's raw. I mean, that's a raw moment.
The HGTV star claims that her ex-husband, Ant Anstead, has attempted to use her Instagram to turn people against her through false information amid their ongoing custody battle. And while Gigi Hadid is calling out Kanye West as a bully after he blasted a fashion editor's criticism of his Yeezy fashion show because of this shirt, Lizzo made history in an iconic moment while playing a 220-year-old crystal flute once owned by former President James Madison. And Serena Williams had an important parenting moment with her daughter Olympia.
What is that?
Huh?
What's that?
A cat toy for Karma.
After the toddler mistook a feminine product for a toy. This as Goldie Hawn celebrated her granddaughter's 4th birthday in royal style. From Hollywood royalty to British royalty, this week we got more glimpses of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's visit to the United Kingdom.
Meghan and Harry's good friend, Misan Harriman, shared new behind-the-scenes photos of the couple attending the One Young World Summit's opening ceremony. In the photos, they sweetly hold hands.
Also this week, Meghan released the first episode of her podcast since the death of Queen Elizabeth.
In it, she breaks down the toxic usage of the term Dragon Lady.
They presented these caricatures of women of Asian descent as oftentimes over-sexualized or aggressive.
And back in England, things are returning to a sense of normalcy.
Buckingham Palace has announced that the king is set to host his first state visit as monarch when he welcomes the South African president and his wife in November. This means that Queen Camilla and the new Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, will likely wear tiaras.
The announcement came after the king and queen consort's first joint duty since the queen's funeral.
This as the king's sister, Princess Anne, made a surprise visit to New York City on Tuesday, and she rode the Staten Island ferry.
In this week's People cover story, Wynonna Judd opens up about her mother Naomi Judd's death by suicide.
When you lose someone you love, it's like, holy crap, this is really happening. Is this really happening? Your brain goes, no, this isn't really happening. And then you go home and I realized, yeah, my mom's not here anymore. I can't even say it without crying. She's not here anymore.
And Wynonna is handling that the best way she can.
Coping is a good word. I'll tell you what I know about death. In death there is life. I feel both at the same time. Simultaneously, I feel joy and sorrow. I'm walking a paradox. I'm literally a walking contradiction. I feel joy, I feel pain. I feel light, I feel dark. I have a really wicked sense of humor because I worked with my mother for 8 years and I shared a bus with the woman. I'm pretty tough, but I'm also really tender. And how am I coping? I don't know about you, I think crying is really necessary. Don't let anyone tell you that crying is a weakness.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and stars continue to share their own diagnoses and urge others to get early screenings.
I just feel super lucky that it was diagnosed when it was, that I went even though I was late, that I went when I did. I just want to share what I've learned with other women and hopefully keep them healthy and happy.
Finding a cure for cancer is something journalist Katie Couric has been advocating for years.
We absolutely must make cancer research a top priority.
In a recent essay, Couric revealed that doctors found stage 1A cancer in her breast back in June. Last month, she had her final round of radiation and is now urging early screening. Couric shared that she had put her mammogram off for 6 months and shudders at the thought of what could have happened if she waited any longer. The self-titled Screen Queen said, "We need to stay on top of our screenings, advocate for ourselves, and make sure everyone has access to the diagnostic tools that could very well save their life." Thank you to Katie for speaking up. Now, let's move on to some screen time. I'm so excited to be joined now by the multi-talented Marcia Gay Harden and Skylar Astin. Their new TV show, So Help Me Todd, airs Thursdays on CBS.
Sorry, my theory was only half-cocked.
Everything about you is half-cocked.
Thank you both for joining me. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Let's get started. First up, So Help Me Todd follows Margaret, played by you, Marcia, a high-powered attorney who hires her alternative and in-debt son, Todd, played by you, Skylar, to be her in-house investigator. They couldn't be any more different, but your chemistry is off the charts. So what is one reason that you would make a dynamic duo off-screen too?
Theater.
Theater.
Yeah, I would say trust.
In real life, out of the two of you, who would make a better attorney and detective in real life?
I feel like I would, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am super, super detail-oriented. Not that you're not, but I'm a dog with a bone. Not that you're not, but I'm more. So
Yeah.
I would say me.
I would usually say me, but in this case, I do believe that Marcia would be the one.
Oh my God, I've hit bottom.
So as the show progresses, we see Todd really trying to find his path in life after losing his job.
You a lawyer? No, private detective.
So what are 2 non-acting jobs, one from each of you, that you had before making it big?
I was actually a telemarketer for a mortgage company.
I exposed cheese on crackers at a demonstration at B. Altman's department store when it was still in New York. And my job was to stand in a cute little outfit and show people how like those cookie cutter things could squeeze cheese in very lovely different designs on crackers and then offer it to them as they walk by. It was such an important job.
Skylar, I read something about your telemarketer job, that you tried out accents on people. Is that true?
I did. If I saw the last name was like a French last name or something, I would just be like, "Hello, how are you? My name is Jacques."
Margaret is striving to get her name above her door to really prove herself at her firm. So what are 3 things that you are striving for right now?
I am striving for love.
I need someone, oh, anyone.
A successful premiere, and I am striving for a good watch.
I am not going to lie about something. I was nominated for an Emmy, and I wanted it. I did. I wanted it.
Deserved it.
I find it really exciting.
I want to travel to Japan. I always lived there when I was a kid, and I want to go back, and I want to bring my kids, and I want to show them the art of Japanese flower arranging over there because that's what my mother did. And the third thing I'm really striving for is how to incorporate communication and leadership in my life with other people, but with my kids.
What are you doing? Get off the wheel! I am driving this car!
We love this mother-son working duo on the show, and it seems like your characters have a lot to learn from each other. So what are 4 things, 2 from each of you, that you've learned from each other?
There's so many. I hate that I have to do 2. How to be a class act. Incredible work ethic. I think also something that falls in those categories, they're just like a subject, it's just leading with grace.
Skylar is an absolutely incredible improver with fantastic genius timing, and he has an instinct for how to end a scene, for how to top a scene, for how to just make it better with his comedy.
I am Inspector Clip with the Portland Gas Company. I'm Betty with maintenance. This is Harry McDonald.
And the other thing is he's a connoisseur of life. He's sort of like a sensualist for life, and so he loves good food and good wine and beautiful places and experiences, and so I'm kind of learning that from him.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I don't have so much makeup on, you'd see how much I'm blushing.
And finally, give me 5 reasons that people should tune into your new show, So Help Me Todd.
Funny.
Family.
Mystery.
Banter.
Us.
Mom, if it weren't for me, you would still be at that house, alone.
As opposed to where we are, which is nowhere.
Marcia and Skylar, thank you so much for being here. Everyone, be sure to watch their new show, So Help Me Todd, every Thursday on CBS. All right, time's up. See you next Thursday.